YouTube. My name is Odette, and please, first of all, excuse the terrible background. I'm making this video in a storage room so as not to be disturbed by my family, by the people I live with. And I just thought I'd make a little introductory video to say why I've started making videos and say what this channel is sort of going to be. And so I live in South Africa. I am a South African. I did live in England for 4 years, and I'm back in South Africa now. And sort of finding my feet, and that's finding my feet again in my country and in my home. And that is what I plan on doing, video diaries and some other things. But the getting back on my feet is a big part of what this channel is going to start out as, at least. So yes, as I said, I'm going to be making video diaries and also sort of just stringing together random clips throughout the day, sort of day in the life type of things, but I thought I'd do them weekly, week in the life kind of thing. But I'm thinking of calling it something else than week in the life. So if anyone does see this and has a suggestion for me, anything with the word week that I can, well, yeah, anything with the word week or the concept of a week that I can use as, you know, a title for these montages that I'm going to be making. The reason I'm going to be doing these types of videos, and probably more kinds of videos, but this is sort of my intention for the channel. And the reason for that is making videos, starting to make videos for me has to do with accountability. And with that, obviously, community as well. And so accountability in the sense of weight loss, for one thing. In the sense of keeping up my routine and keeping up my self-discipline, because I work from home under some difficult circumstances at times. So accountability on those kinds of levels. And then also for me to obviously just chronicle my accountability and track my progress with certain things. And then the other side of it is self-expression. It has everything to do with self-expression. It has to do with the fact that I have some social anxiety, and that with that and a lot of other factors that come into play, just that I have realized how important it is, and I almost want to say urgent it is, for me to start expressing myself in different ways to people. I suppose to people I don't know is also quite a significant thing to say. So, and there are things about my expression, like little things sometimes, that I feel I want to work on. Just, you know, the way I talk or whatever. Having social anxiety, it's not something that I with social anxiety, you tend to sometimes do avoidance behaviors. And so part of the accountability is going to be not doing as many of those. Getting more and more into the space of no more avoidance. But with that, what's happened is that I haven't had a lot of practice, because when you avoid and you lock yourself away in many ways, you lose that skill and that confidence just to converse, just to hear the sound of your own voice. I've said jokingly to people often that I am a tiny things person. It's the tiny things that mean the most to me, it's the tiny things that bother me the most, etc., etc. So something as simple as hearing the sound of my own voice and needing to get used to that again. I don't know if anyone will be able to relate to this, but together with the accountability things of getting actually out there in the real world, into my physical surroundings and into the space where I'm in, and meeting people face to face. Getting comfortable with that, this is going to help a lot with that. So this is just a way for me to start practicing my self-expression, start feeling my way back into the world, because I need to not stay unplugged anymore. So I think I've said, okay, well, yes, I haven't shared much detail with you. So I live in Cape Town in South Africa, and I work as a audio transcriptionist, so just an audio typist from home. One of the challenges I face is that I am disabled. I have something called dyspraxia, or also known as developmental coordination disorder, which, as you may guess, affects one's coordination in different ways. And as part of the same problem, what it is that I was born with an underdeveloped brain. And that caused me to also be born with complete blindness in my right eye. So there are lots of practical implications of these things, obviously. One of them being that I can't drive. So, and in South Africa, not being able to drive is less than ideal. Our public transport system is almost non-existent. Some strides have been made in that sense over the past 10 years, but small ones, and not ones that really can affect me much yet. So those are the challenges I face, and that restricts my ability to get out there even more, just practically. It's very difficult. So, but I do love South Africa, and there are many good things about my life as well that I intend on sharing as well, while I'm working through all the challenges which are there. And so I don't want to repress either. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to keep this a really balanced channel in terms of candor about positive and negative aspects of life. So that should be enough to start us out on this journey together. So let's do this. Thank you for watching.